So, we know we need to have a for statement somewhere in here, right? We need a for loop. Well, where are we going to put the for loop? Well, we're going to have to put it right in here because we want this to happen only when the length of the string gets larger than our starting number. So we need to have this inside here. So for, and then of course I'm just going to name this my counter. You're probably going, well, wait, what's counter? We haven't done a dim counter. Well, the for loop is going to automatically make that for us. Heck, I could name this I if I really wanted to. So for I equals, and I need a starting point and an ending point. So my starting number, 2, and my string length. And you see the error's gone. It understands it. It goes I. Okay, local variable, I as an integer. It will automatically understand it wants an integer because it's a counter. This first one right here is always going to be a counter. This second number is always going to be your start point. That's why I named it starting number, but this could have been labeled, E or zigzag or whatever. And the last one's going to be your ending point. Now, the thing about this is our starting point is always 140. Our ending point is in constant flux because remember, what's our ending point here? What's this my string length? It's just the length of the text box text. So this could be a 5, it could be a 20, it could be a 2 million. The point is, it's always changing. So for that for loop, you're going to have a situation where, oh, we're going from 140 to 3. Well, it's not going to do anything. But, and then you'll have a 140 to 4, 140 to 5, 140 to 6, whatever. But eventually you'll get to 140 to 141, and then something will actually happen. 140 to 150, something will actually happen. So it's not going to appear until we meet that criteria. We're not going to see it. And what is it we were going to do? That's right, we were going to wind up changing the text color to red. But not all the text color, only the specific text color. So, let's go back in there and we'll go into RTB my text dot select, and I'll go from, what do I want? I want to go from I to my string length, because that's our ending point, right? So I'm selecting something. I'm going to specifically select, the dot select, I'm going to specifically select something from my rich text box. What am I selecting? I'm selecting specifically from my counter to my endpoint. So, and then of course, RTB my text dot selection color equals color dot red. Now, in theory, this should now select everything I need. So, if I were to go in here and type a bunch of stuff, in practice, this should, change only the stuff that happened after to red. So, that'll wind up being, once you get to this point, tidy some things up, make sure it looks nice, make sure there's no errors, we don't want to have anything like dragging on top of it or whatnot, let's keep this nice and clean, make sure you've named everything, so on and so forth, save, and then submit through Moodle. I'm not going to show you how to zip a folder again, because if you don't know it by this point, I've explained this in all the previous assignments, so please go and look at the previous videos if you need to remember how to zip a folder and how to save this properly. I will be marking points off at this point if people aren't giving me properly zipped folders. So, have a great day, and it is deceptively a complex code. It's not a lot of code, But what's happening is, we're changing strings to integers, we're counting the characters, we're using that in a math equation to add to a string, and then, we're doing a for loop inside an if statement where the for loop endpoint is constantly changing. There's a lot of stuff happening in this little itty bitty bit of code.